guys, good morning. Welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Thought I would make a quick video for you to remind you of some items and things that you may need to go over, make a checklist of, and see that you have to be prepared on your homestead in the winter. Now, I know you're sitting here going, it's January, Patara, and we live in Wisconsin. We were doing this in like August. Yes, this is something you should always do, but here's the deal. We've had a pretty mild winter. Okay, we've had a ton of rain. You've seen us complaining about that. East Tennessee, we are the wettest year on record, and that trend is clearly continuing. But we're going to get really cold this weekend. So what I'm doing right now is going around, making a list, cleaning things, seeing if I need to grab some extra stuff anywhere before the teens and single digits start to push in our way. Because when that happens, you need to be prepared. Okay, first things first, buckets. Do you have enough buckets? Yes, this bucket is dirty. I haven't cleaned it yet. What I'm doing is going through and pulling all of my buckets, washing them out, cleaning them out, taking a count, because I do a rotation of buckets, okay? That is the easiest system for me and my birds and my dogs and everything that I've got going up here, especially when I have them up in the barn, is to have plenty of extra buckets. Now, you're gonna have buckets that you're using, or you may have some that you put out overnight or whatever. Well, duh, they're gonna freeze. I don't use anything with cords. I don't use that. That's too much trouble for me. We do have electricity in the barn. We have found that it is easier and cheaper and quicker for us to do a rotation, and that's just what works for us here. You do what works best for you, okay? Always. But if you use any items that are to help water your animals and you can have extra, do so. I can go to Tractor Supply or Farm Supply and get 5 of these. They last forever. I think I can get 5 for $19, 18, 19 bucks. So we have a good rotation of them, but this afternoon if I run errands, I might stop and pick up an extra 5 because it doesn't hurt to have them because they are always in value and in good use on your farm. So keep them rotated, keep them clean. If you have a day that it's really sunny but really cold, the ones that are frozen, I simply take out, I turn them upside down, and I put them in the sunshine. And it doesn't take long that radiant heat is going to help to melt that ice, and it busts it, and it comes loose again, okay? Extra buckets, waters, and such, look into it. Okay, so right now, while we have fairly mild temperatures, I probably have rain, speckles of rain on my glasses. What I want to tell you is, while it's mild, go through and clean your nesting boxes. Go through and clean your cages for your birds, your quail, your rabbits. Get them cleaned out, because if it's wet in there, if there's poop and pee in there, that's going to freeze. Try scraping that. No. So if you can get it cleaned out while you have a milder temperature working for you, do so. Another thing, these are not expensive. Don't have just one per rabbit, okay? If you've got rabbits, depending on what methods you prefer to use, we have these. We keep 2 or 3 of these per bunny. Now, if you have 475,000 bunnies, that may not work for you. I get it. We have only 3, okay? So what I do is I keep extra of these on hand. So we put one in, let him have his water, and then if it's time to rotate, guess what? I have a backup. Put a fresh one in, he gets his water, whatever, and in the meantime, the one that is frozen can easily thaw out, and I'm not pressed for time trying to take in buckets and sinks and melting and do. No, if you're homesteading, you don't have time for that. It's another situation of having a quick and easy backup, because you know freezing temperatures are coming. Hello. They're clean, they're happy. We're gonna clean up the waters. Let's move to the next item. All right, straw. Homesteader's best friend is having a good load of straw. This is over here for my bedding, for my rabbits and whatnot. So I want to encourage you to have several bales of straw. You will need it for your duck houses. You will need it possibly for your nesting boxes. I give it for bedding for cochise, or bedding in general for anyone. Excuse me, who are you talking to? Oh, bedding. And it works good for the bedding of lovey-dovey tabby cats. Okay, one thing I definitely want to tell you about is tarps. You can never have too many tarps. of every size, 5x7, 8x10, however all the sizes come in. Make sure you have a variety of tarps. You can get them for just a couple of dollars at farm supply store, Tractor Supply, Walmart, whatever. Go in the camping section and have tarps. You right now don't think you need one. I assure you, you do. Grab them. Sand. Did you hear me? I said sand. Go by Lowe's, grab a couple of bags of sand. Let me tell you why. Because you need to be creating dust bathing areas for your quail and for your birds. I like to take sand, mix in a little DE. If I have some wood ash, I like to mix all of that together for them to have a nice place for them to dust bathe. When it's cold, wet, muddy, and freezing, most of us don't have a place for them to do so, and it's very important for them to do that, especially to keep mites at bay. Do not ignore the mighty, mighty dust bath. Extra scoops. Do it. Don't go insane. You can use a coffee cup. You can do what, the cylinders you get your coffee in. You can use a Tupperware dish, whatever you need to do. But go ahead and plan to have a couple of spare scoops out with your feed, because I assure you, when it's 11 degrees, your 15-year-old child will not be able to locate a scoop. Somehow they disappear, just like socks do in the dryer, Mom. So have your scoops ready. All right, guys, the fog is moving in, the weather's picking up. I'm going for my first cup of coffee finally. Check your hay, check your hoses. Make sure you cover everything up before it freezes. Hello. And go through your feed. If you need to get corn, grab it. If you need to grab black oiled sunflower seeds, grab it. Be prepared beforehand. It saves you, it saves your time, it saves your sanity, and it will certainly save your homestead. Good talking to you this morning. Stay warm. Have that wood inside for you for that wonderful fire, and we'll see you on the next video.